Hi, my name is Zygarde, and I record videos, but sometimes I don't upload those videos, and one of those times is when you realize that you just wasted your whole Thanksgiving weekend just playing Pokemon Sun, and it's not that you weren't active online, or that you weren't thinking about uploading, it's just that you were too busy playing Pokemon Sun, because it's fucking Pokemon Sun, and it's fucking awesome, and that's why I sort of haven't been posting anything, but yeah. I just thought I'd play some AG and I'd talk about some thoughts about Gen 7 and Sun and Moon and all that, and I don't have a script, I don't have notes, there are certain things I want to cover, hopefully I don't forget. This might turn out to be a little rambly, but yeah. And for reference, the team I'm going to be using is this. Is it good? Probably not, but in trying to build this past weekend, I found that I just opened the builder, stare at it for 10 minutes, close the team builder again. I have, like, I don't know, building's just really not been coming to me. For anything goes, there's just so many new threats, and all the Arceus forms don't have Darkrai to keep them in check now, so there's tons of Arceus forms. In fact, like, I think 99 times out of 100, if I pick up a team, anything goes, the first thing it's weak to is just like random Swords Dance or Calm Mind Arceus form. Half of that is to do with Z moves, of course, but just some kind of random form like that. Really sucks to run into. So this is the team. Wanted to try Power Concert, Zygarde, Gengar Traps Fairies. I've got a bit of a defensive core here. I wanted to try Calm Mind Darkseus. It seemed like it would work. And I wanted to try Tapu Lele with Scarf, which I don't know if it's a good thing. You might be thinking Xerneas is better, but this can revenge E-Killer better, so I don't know. Actually, looking at this team right now, I'm kind of Fairy Weak, and I could just change this Darkseus to a Steelseus, and I would check Yveltal a little worse, though. I'll just leave it, what the hell. So yeah, one of the things that I think is just incredibly stupid right now is Z moves, and I really don't like Z moves, how they've been added to the game, and it really hurts the competitiveness. I think that's something that people are going to start realizing, and anything I say could be totally wrong. There is no real developed metagame at this point. And, okay, we got one, and it's against a not shit team. Amazing. I was about to say, maybe I should wait till I get a game. But the reason that Z moves are just kind of disgusting is like, well, they're like gems, but a way better nuke. And there's very little you can do when you get surprised by a Z move. It's sort of just like, bop, you got Z moved and now you're dead. And this thing that you thought might have been a counter, it's not a counter. And that's just not necessarily a great way to try to have a competitive game. If you know what I mean, because, like, oh, Jesus Christ. It's a speed tie, and he was normal gem explosion. What the fuck? Alright, why am I even speed tying with Landers? Because I'm 16 speed. Let me change that. Anyway, it's like all the Arceus forms, you can run like... let me hope I live. Okay. Never mind, he has no plate, so of course he can't revenge me. He just forgot about that, I guess. So, like, you can run, like, the Z move on all the Arceus forms and just make Swords Dance Arceus forms. Maybe Calm Mind Arceus forms, but definitely Swords Dance, just really stupid. Because, maybe Power Construct Zygarde is supposed to take a hit, and then all of a sudden it's like a 210 base power before stab ground attack from your +2 Arceus ground. It's like, fucking nope. I mean, maybe your Skarmory is supposed to switch into a Swords Dance Garchomp? Nope, it has the Z fired thingamajig and you die after Stealth Rock. I mean, it's just not... It's not healthy in any sense of the word. And, of course, he's Z Geomancy. I wasn't really sure, I don't know why, they're all Z Geomancy right now. And it's not something you can prepare for. It's like gems, at least. They were a much lesser boost, and you still had generally you know, sort of similar checks. And also they were only relevant in Gen 5, which is just a fucked up metagame to begin with. And they still got to see some just weird niche stuff fucking around with, but Z moves are just a whole different ball game, and I don't think I like it right now. It's new, they're early, you know, maybe I'll find out, but I don't know that I like this situation that Z moves have put the metagame in at all. Oh yeah, I'm trying to run 2 attacks. Normally you see Coil, and Coil is either replacing Dragon Tail or Sleep Talk if you're extra nuts. But I thought maybe 2 attacks might be kind of cool. It was just a thought. I don't really know. Yeah, this thing's just gonna die from Toxic soon. Then Zygarde's gonna fuck him up. That did 0. I mean, I know Zygarde is really weak, but that did 0, and I think I should be running Coil right about now. Yeah, it was a thought that I had, but I'm gonna just change this thing to just Crow Zygarde. The EVs are something Themo was using, I believe. I don't really know what they do. I'll just assume they're good, I guess. Oh yeah, he's Rest, because they're running Rest nowadays. Anyway, Z moves are just kind of dumb, and I don't like them, and I'm mad. I don't like Z moves. And that's what I had to say. Fuck, I completely forgot to quit out of Thingamajigger. I didn't really plan to record. I was just walking upstairs and like, you know what I should do? Record. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. So, let me go Zygarde and pull the epic double into Gengar. Watch this. He'll never see this. Oh my god. That was the hardest production I've ever had to make in my life. Anyway, Z moves are kind of dumb, and if you saw that alert, we're actually discussing Quagsire as PU council people because Quagsire is pretty stupid right now. Is it broken in PU? Like, first of all, keep in mind, we're still playing Gen 6 PU. PU's not going to exist for months. I still like PU, even if I'm playing a lot less of it, because of course I am. Anything Goes is out. Why wouldn't I be? Like, Gen 7, anything goes hype. But Quagsire's been pretty stupid right now. You can see PU seasonal games, which have all been pretty good for the most part. The 50 MPH has brought some really, really questionable shit, but I don't know. I think he's a much better player than the teams he brings. And also, he's only played Anti, who didn't really bring any good stuff, and then like some other random, so that's something. It's also done well in Quagsire Stall and stuff, has also just been dominating lower tier Premier League. Although people there aren't really using new teams or building or preparing, it hasn't been terribly serious stuff, so that's not too surprising. But yeah, Quagsire has just had a huge effect on PU. I don't necessarily know what to think about it right now. Do I just sack something to this? Because I kind of want to keep Gengar. It makes Xerneas so much easier, but if he Dragon Dances, I just lose, don't I? Yeah, I can't really let him Dragon Dance. Although, okay, he just Ascended. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. I could go Lele, I guess. See if this thing does anything. I don't really know. I figured, like, Psychic Terrain, Modest, Psyshock is similar-ish power, I think, to Xerneas, Fairy Aura, Moonblast. Plus Psychic Power, and then Fairy Aura is times 1.33. Yeah, that, I mean, if I had to guess, that's about how much Psychic Terrain does. I have no clue. So I figured, you know what, maybe this is a cool set. I'm just testing so much shit right now. I've been running Chilinberry Arceus and, Keyberry Arceus, Chilinberry Ray. I don't really have any more points to make on Stall. Quagsires. Holy shit! Holy shit! What? Oh, can I keep in mind, this is the first game I've used this team. I haven't used this team. I should have mentioned that. Holy cow. Okay, so this thing just straight 2-hit KO. Good God. I definitely lose to Ditto though, so I'm just gonna go right to Darkseus, even though that's probably a stupid play, because now I like if he Moonblasted, okay, it's fine. Yeah, there's no way he stays in. He stayed in. He got me. I can respect that. You know, he made a good production, and I got boinked as a result of said good production. What if I lose to Geozern? That would kind of suck, wouldn't it? Huh. I sort of need to keep this. Maybe I'll go Fairyseus, because I think I can take one hit, get off the damage I need. Okay, yeah, I can take multiple hits since there's no terrain. Sorry, my attempt was just to talk about random stuff, but then this game actually got really interesting. I was like, what the hell? Tapu Lele is a lot stronger than I thought. So now the question is, do I lose to Geozern? But I think he has 2 turns of sleep left. Oh, or he just dies. Okay, cool. I was gonna give him the GG too, but I guess he's gone. I know I've seen this dude around. He's like a decent player and all that. That Lando set completely got me, and I actually kind of want to try that as a lead. I don't know that he needs normal gem, but yeah. So, yeah. That was all I want to say about Quagsire Stall. Quagsire has just been, well, it's very, very good. And we're going to have to switch over back from boosting wall breakers, because the best wall breakers are the ones that use Nasty Plot and Sword Dance, whatever, back to choice band things that can actually just take Quagsire, because Quagsire beats massive threats to Stall, like Nasty Plot, Mr. Mime, and whatever. So you're either forced to run a lot more niche threats that might lose to other things on Stall, like the Nasty Plot Energy Ball Ninetales just has come back into, you know, some relevance just because Quagsire. I mean, some people think that the metagame is going to adapt, because so far not much adaptation has happened to deal with Quagsire, and I think that's definitely a possibility. But for now, Quagsire is incredibly stupid. Definitely worth some kind of thought. Honestly, I think if we just removed Quagsire and Muck, P would probably be great, but that's just not how tiering works. Like, if we just took those out, didn't think about them, then yeah, there'd be a lot less matchup factor and whatever, but we're gonna have as many Mons as we can, so can't just change that, I suppose. What else do I want to talk about? Well, I guess I'll just skip, because I don't know when the next time I actually get a decent game like that is gonna be, so yeah, skip time. Here's a game that, I don't know if I'll throw it in or not. Moving on, we get the complication again. Well, why not? Why the hell not? So, like I said, Pokemon Sun, I had a lot of fun in the sun. I think it suffered a bit from the Black 2 syndrome of doing everything early game with massive tutorials and taking forever until you're just screaming like, I just want some gameplay, just give me some gameplay, please. And that's annoying, to be sure. I'm not saying that isn't just a massive pain in the ass, but once you move past that, holy shit, that game is a lot of fun. The way I did it, I actually did a blind Nuzlocke on set battle style, which sounded fun in theory, and turned out to be really hard. Like, I didn't expect it to be that difficult, but it wasn't an easy Nuzlocke at all. And that's what happens when you go in, and I think the game in general it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. No Pokemon games are, but they made it so that the EXP share doesn't completely blow apart your leveling system. Okay, I did get him with some sort of prediction. Yeah, hopefully he's not long. Ah, nice. Okay, very nice. And now I can just get the default off. You know, the EXP share just doesn't make you busted high levels of just way too strong early game. And in fact, at the end, I was under-leveled. Like, I was at the league, and I was, like, 6 levels too low across the board. Oh, shit, I didn't click recover because I'm an idiot. there was no reason not to recover, I just wasn't thinking. Let me save this. Ow, that's gotta be banded. And also, I don't have power construct up yet, so... And he makes the good play of switching out. Good job. Good job, you. Although, I'm not sure that Roxy is the counter. Is he Ice Beam? Okay, pull Rest. Can I pull Ground Move or Dragon Tail? Ground Move? Didn't do much. Oh, I'm not Dragon Tail anymore. Oopsie doopsie. I'll coil once, and pray he's not Ice Beam. Don't be Ice Beam. Spatial fucking Ren. What? Okay, let's think about this. Does it hit Rayquaza stronger? That doesn't win. I'm just gonna... Yeah, no, okay. No, I mean, if you just had Ice Beam, which is the better move, like, you might have straight up won the game. Like, you probably would have straight up won the game. So that's a lesson for me to learn. Don't just leave Zygarde in on stuff and hope it wins. As I coil again, I cannot risk this Xerneas, though. Oh, he makes a good double. Ooh, he got me. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, the EXP share, not busted. I would have loved an individual EXP share I could just give to the one Mon I'm trying to train up, but you know what? It's fine. Not too mad about that. Lots of cool encounters, lots of stuff that you want to use. Although it starts out overly slow like Black 2, it doesn't have all the gimmicks like Black White 2 does. Like Black White 2 is just full with Pokestar Studios, Join Avenue, etc., etc. And this wasn't quite that bad at all. Oh, this time he attacked. Okay. Got him. He has no usable attack moves now. What was the Arceus form last time? I think it was just E-Killer, so I'll Sludge Wave. I don't think he's going Ditto. That would be very real. Okay, he went Ditto. Yeah, tons of fun with said game. Makes the double of his life. Not his life. You know, this isn't recovering. I'll just hope he switches here or something. Yeah, okay. That wasn't gonna be saved. Last time he revealed he wasn't Scarf, so Gengar should just kill this. Lots of fun stuff, and I really do like, they made the evil team work, and I mean, my opinion of XY was that they made a fantastic region, and I love running around this region and having fun for hours on end, and it's so much fun to explore XY, and holy shit, Kalos is just the best. Like, come on, if you don't think Kalos was the best, you're completely nuts. It's just amazingly fun to run and explore in all these unique areas rendered in the cool 3DS graphics, and no matter what other games, I am nostalgic for Emerald. It was my first Pokemon game, but it doesn't hold a candle to this. Like, this is just pure glee. Okay, he keeps making good doubles that are starting to scare me. Yeah, okay. There's no way he was Earthquaking though. That would be way too real. And I pick up Zern, which means he get up rocks, and now this game's looking very good. Ooh, that's all I wanted. And he doesn't really have a blade switch either. So yeah, they made another region that's a lot of fun to run around with. But in XY, they did the villainous. The Team Flare kind of sucked. Team Flare just wasn't good. I apologize if you're a huge Team Flare fan for whatever reason, but you know, all the plot stuff was condensed into the very end, and they didn't explain themselves and why they were around most of the places too well. A lot of what and then it's just stuff into the end, and Lysandra magically shoots up levels when you fight him 3 times, like practically in a row. I mean, his ace isn't even a Gen 6 Mon, it's Mega Gyarados, which is cool as fuck for an evil team. It's a lot scarier than Beware. But that's not quite the evil ace I was hoping for, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I can take that and still check Zero. The Team Flare just didn't make a lot of sense. It wasn't threatening, and then there's the whole thing about we're gonna make things beautiful, and that never panned out. Like, when were things beautiful? It went straight from that to we're gonna blow up the world. And it's like, okay, well, you have fun with that, Billy. Oh, I actually thought he'd double there, but that's why I went Gengar, because if he doesn't, I still have Groudon alive, and that's important. Lele should be able to take the hit and then just Psyshock wins now. And that does good damage, although it does have Ditto's HP stat. Holy shit, okay. Note to self, do not overestimate 0-0 Tapu Lele. Yeah, 70-75, that's not good for AG. I actually don't know what he's talking about. I don't remember anything else living on one. But he goes Xerneas, which is good play because Ditto has a better chance of winning. Anyway, in XY, Team Flare sucked and they didn't do it right. And in this game, I honestly thought they completely screwed up with like the whole gangster thing. I thought that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. What the hell is this gangster regime of Pokemons? Why, I think it worked because they gave him a lot of personality while completely admitting Team Skull isn't the main baddie. And I'm going to try to avoid spoilers as much as I can, but Team Skull isn't the huge problem in this game. There's no region-destroying catastrophe like there has in every game since Emerald, or some sort of thing that threatens the whole region. No, it feels a lot more like the first games where, you know, Team Rocket's scary, but they're not like gonna blow up the world with some plan using legendary Pokemon, which I think is cool, which I'm not saying is bad, but it sort of returns to a much more simple thing that, frankly, doesn't really hurt anyone outside of like one family. Like, if you never got involved with the plot, then it sort of just would have happened, and she would have gone to the other place, being as vague as I can, and that was it. Team Skull, like, is just a bunch of rejects from the Island Challenge that don't fit in with the culture, and Guzma's the strongest of them, and it just works, and Guzma's cool, and I just, yeah, that's how I feel about Sun Moon. That really works. Honestly, the most annoying thing about it though is the random mons, the random mons that aren't totems but can call for help. That's incredibly annoying. Especially if you're Nuzlocking, and it just happens all the time, and it could have easily been a totem exclusive, and it's just so annoying to deal with. But other than that, and other than that one place that doesn't let you in until you're the champion, even though the champion never fucking existed until the game started, like there had been no other champion. Other than those two things, I really think they did okay, and the slow startup. Those are like my three major gripes. And obviously at this point, Pokemon's just giving up. They're gonna be like, we're gonna start slow. We're just fuck it. We're just not gonna even try to not shove a bunch of tutorial bullshit. Okay, this is the last game we're getting. I mean, why not? Yeah, I'll keep it in because I just kind of wanted to talk about the game, give some thoughts. This isn't exactly a in-game Pokemon discussion thing, because, you know, I mostly have this channel for competitive stuff, but I do a lot of non-competitive stuff. I like looking around Orange Islands. I Nuzlocke a ton. I like Nuzlocke forums, which makes me even more of a nerd than most of the people on Showdown. But I just like talking about that stuff, and if I had someone else to talk to, which I'm sure I could hit up someone to record with me, but that takes time and effort, then, you know, maybe I'd consider talking about that, because I have a lot of opinions, and frankly, just the game design in XY, even Black 2, White 2, which everyone thought were Jesus, and I think are some of the weakest Pokemon games ever. Super Mystery Dungeon, just games I played recently, like, you know, game design and the way these things go, it's just something I find kind of interesting. Of course, I also like competitive, Basically, what I'm trying to say is I do way too much Pokemon for someone my age, and I'm a complete freaking nerd, and I just kind of felt like talking about this, and I'm like, let's do a live where I talk about shit. So yeah, Z-Moves and Quagsire and Sun and Moon, and of course people on the ladder who have teams like this and take up space instead of having cool games, but I actually got 2 good games on ladder for a live. They were against the same guy, but fuck it. This team seems okay. Obviously, I only faced one actually good team to test it. Seems alright. I think Scarf Tapu Lele is gonna turn out to be not terrible from what I saw of it. It's hard to tell, you know, though, because I've had so little to test it, but Scarf Lele seems pretty cool from, like, the 3 seconds we saw. How do I kill Celesteela? Like, his whole team is weak to ground, but it's gonna take me forever to boost with this, and also HBS might just kill me, because it's a Xerxes tree. It does have, like, 1 billion special attacks, so maybe I'll get out of there. Xerxetry. I always pronounce it Xerxetry because I always think there's an X there, but there's not. It's just because the first few times I saw it, I saw Xerxetry, and by the time I realized, it was just associated. And all you have to do is say circuitry, and then you're like, oh, I get it. But I'm just not that smart. Oh, he's Gleam. And he crits me. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But... oh, he has Gleam. And he switches in Rodent. That's not really switching. That's definitely... I mean... okay, if you're gonna run Rotom Wash and anything goes, which you shouldn't, why wouldn't you at least run physically defensive? Because, you know, your Rayquaza can't really touch you. I mean, V-Create, or not V-Create, Dragon Ascent probably 2 KOs anyway, but at least theoretically you resist it. Oh, he's Scarf Xerxetry. Xerxetry. Fuck. Let's see how much 1,000 arrows this does Celesteela. Hopefully it does damage, please. I don't want to have to spend time. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, and it's not super effective. I assumed it would be, but I guess flying counts as a resist. So let me coil on the Leech Seed, I assume. Flash Cannon. Well, it's not Leech Seed bullshit, so that's going to make this go a little faster. Oh, it's super effective the second time, because the first time I had to smack him down. Okay, I'm learning these mechanics too, folks. Yeah, those are my thoughts on things. That Nuzlocke really was a bitch, though. I had a really nice team. Every time I had something I really liked, some sort of bullshit would come in, like a totem or a Z-move. Anyway, having a ton of fun with that. I hope you enjoyed just talking, I guess. I talk. It's a thing I do sometimes. You know, more stuff will be coming. Peace out.